We just finished watching Andor Season 2 finale. Now it's time to rank the arcs from least best to best. Ranking this off of emotional impact. Which one really just stayed with us in our brain? I think at the bottom of that, it would be episodes 4 through 6, Gorman's Descent.
Absolutely. I mean, like, there's so much strong world building in there, a lot of great context, but it is the one, I think, in hindsight for us that feels the least distinct in terms of each individual episode. It's also the setup to something that is going to be paid off in an even greater scale, and of all the arcs, I think it is the most reliant on another arc for its completion.
Arc 2 and 3 are kind of like Act 2 of the movie, and it's the first half of Act 2. Still a great arc, just at the bottom. Number 3 on our list, the only arc where we actually had some issues with it, but its third episode was so impactful. We kept talking about it after we were done recording episodes 1 through 3, arc 1.
Absolutely, because 2, this episode did something that, like, the first season of Andor leveled up in terms of what Star Wars could be to a lot of people, especially the culmination of these first 3 episodes of season 2 did that again. The depths, sometimes the darkest depths that we might be able to acknowledge and discuss in this world, and really showing how wide-reaching just the conception of this whole thing has been in terms of borrowing from real-life tyranny and rebellion and putting them into a show. And it's where, you know, everything kicks off, and it really does feel like a propulsive installment.
Number 2, this is like one of the best finales of any TV show ever. We put arc 4 at number 2.
More action-oriented and straightforward in a lot of ways than everything up to this point. Nuanced, it's complex, but the things being introduced have largely been introduced, and now we're dealing with a much more personal aftermath. Incredibly strong, but also perhaps there are things that were even more rousing.
Act 3, the Gorman Massacre. To get like the battle at this massacre moment that was so emotionally devastating on this like epic level, and then to go to the Mon Mothma rescue episode where she denounces Palpatine, while it's also like really honoring like Star Wars tie-ins, especially to Rebels and such. I think we got like a variation of everything, of spectacle to something more grounded. It was a gut punch left on a hopeful, intense note.
Yeah, easily the most level, the 2 faculties of emotional resonance. This was probably the highest height the season has reached, along with some incredible physical action-based tension. The Gorman Massacre moved me to tears multiple times, and then to cap that all off with a harrowing, as you've described it, like political thriller, getting Mon Mothma out of Coruscant was truly gripping. The embodiment, I think, of all of the most intense factors that make the show great.